Hi everyone, we are public health students and research volunteers at Access Alliance. Our goal was to understand factors influencing cervical cancer screening among Somali immigrant women, as research suggests immigrants experience lower screening rates than Canadian-born women. We conducted an in-depth literature review and uncovered 35 articles highlighting how culture and migration intersect to influence screening practices. We found that fatalism, the belief that developing cancer is God's will, was heavily cited as a contributor to avoidance of screening. Modesty was deemed important to women's identities, and young unmarried women undergoing Pap tests indicated sexual activity to the community. Thus, screening was perceived as stigmatizing. Female genital cutting also impacted women's motivation to engage in screening due to fear of damage from testing instruments and concerns about health providers' reactions. However, multiple social factors acted as motivators, including information sharing amongst friends and family and understanding self-care related to the role of women in the community.
Most of the data and studies that we looked at treated newcomers as a single group, and only a handful of studies looked at the distinct experiences and screening rates of women arriving as immigrants versus women arriving as refugees. But given that many members of the Somali community did arrive in Canada under refugee status, it's worthwhile to consider how do the pre-migration experiences of refugees, such as trauma or lack of healthcare infrastructure in their home countries, affect their health-seeking behaviors. Once they settle in Canada, is the healthcare system accessible to them? Do they face distinct barriers compared to other newcomers? For advocates of immigrant women's health, these are important questions to answer. Our findings suggest that peer-led research and verbal communication strategies for health education can help support the uptake of cancer screening. Currently at Access Alliance, we're also exploring the use of culturally tailored workshops on Somali women's intent to screen. In addition, cultural safety training can help ensure that healthcare providers maintain sensitivity with all women that they treat. Evidently, migration and culture should be considered key determinants in influencing cervical cancer screening practices. Thank you.